And Leo Varadkar saying, despite all these severe pressures on accommodation here, we haven't even taken in our fair share of Ukrainian refugees at this point.
That is certainly the way that Leo Varadkar is putting it, and his comments today, Colette, come at a very interesting time because there is an opinion poll today carried out by Ipsos in today's Irish Times which suggests maybe two slightly contradictory findings. One with 82% of people saying that Ireland should live up to its obligations and offer international protection to those who justify it, but also still yet 84% of people saying that there is a natural limit to the numbers that Ireland can take. And Leo Varadkar today attending a jobs event here in County Galway suggesting that maybe those two things are contradictory because under European law Ireland is obliged to offer accommodation to these people who are coming from Ukraine, and that he believes that even if you go by pro rata, Ireland is perhaps not yet receiving its fair share of people coming from that war-torn country.
We don't have any plans to limit numbers. Bear in mind this is part of a European law, so it's actually not in our authority in any case to limit the numbers that are coming from Ukraine. And bear in mind, while we're struggling with 40,000 people who've come from Ukraine, Poland has 2 million. Czech Republic 350,000, huge numbers in other countries too. So, you know, we're really taking our fair share and maybe not even quite that. Like, that is the truth of it. And 5 million people have been displaced from Ukraine. An appalling, illegal, cruel war is being waged on the people of Ukraine. And if we turn our backs on them and we say no, what happens to them? They end up in an even worse situation.
Now, of course, all of this coming against the backdrop of that acute accommodation shortage, which has left people sleeping on the floors in the old terminal building at Dublin Airport, and this coming at a time when the state doesn't have any other ready-made options available. The Gormiston Army Camp and a tented village, which has been prepared there in recent months, is going to be opened from Monday, but based on the numbers that appear to be already gathering and the backlog that has already emerged, that camp is likely to be full pretty much immediately. The Tánaiste today has been outlining some of the other short-term options available to the government to deal with the numbers as they continue to come in.
Well, the next steps really is to identify another reception centre similar to the one we have in City West. One has been identified, but I can't go into the details until contracts are agreed. Gormiston isn't the only army camp. There will be other camps as well that we have planned as well. We need to step up the processing and accepting of offers. A lot of people have accepted or are willing to make available places in their own home. I've done that some months ago. Other people are willing to offer properties. I think it's been far too slow to get that through the system. Now, we are expected to hear updated figures later today from the Department of Children, which is responsible for international asylum applications, about how many properties have been pledged through that Red Cross portal and how many of them have so far been brought into use. But it is worth noting too that a large number of the properties that were originally pledged through that portal were then withdrawn when the Red Cross and Garda Vetting then came to try and follow up on that particular offer. We did ask the Tánaiste whether there might be some scope to revise the €400 payment which has been made to people who own properties to help subsidise or accommodate those people as they bring in people into those vacant properties. He says that most people are not doing it for monetary reasons, so he doesn't see any reason to try and revise that, but he does say that the key is to try and make sure that the properties that have been pledged are brought into the system as quickly as possible.
Gavin Riley in Galway, thank you for that.